Hi there, Taurus. This is Kim with your messages for the next 3 days. For you to receive within the next 3 days. I hope you're doing good. Okay, let's open up to your spirit team, your spirit guides, your angels to get these messages. They are always for your Most High. So no plan, but let's see what's coming out. That came out pretty fast. The mystical sister. This is like a moth to a flame energy. Huh. And then winter. Well, that's interesting. Maybe there's a connection that's been taking a while to come into fruition. Something that's already here spiritually. It's already connected, but we seem to be in this winter energy right now, which is actually good for a lot of things. The winter card is stillness, right? It's representing a lot of things that are going on inside, but there might be a call or like a need to rest, to meditate, to go within. For some reason, this has to do with a connection, a very important connection. It's a mystical sister, so there's a flame on the card too. Could be a twin flame connection. This is a person that is drawn to your light. There's something that and there's a moth on the card. So I always think of like metamorphosis, like within the darkness, something that transformed you while you were in a dark place, but in it doesn't have to be exactly similar, but the feeling of what you've been through is similar. There's a tie there. There's it's not a trauma bond. Okay, so I want to get that clear. It's not that. It's someone that like knows what you've been through, feels what you've been through. There's a very strong spiritual connection here. I'm not really sure this is coming to fruition though, because of this one. You know, when it feels like something is being made ready or prepared, like the different reasons we have our wilderness period in our life, or periods of hermit mode, isolation. It's like that is what's coming through. But there's also a connection that's trying to come through. So let me see. This was her alchemy deck. Let's pull Kim Krans archetype deck. Maybe we can see who this is. Who is this? Now, it doesn't have to be limited to just one person either. There's something about your light that is like attracting different connections, different people at this time. Mystical sister. Who is the mystical sister? With a temple. This is a very strong spiritual connection. There's something you're preparing. Oh, it's going to sound weird. There's something you're preparing like in your body for this. Maybe this is talking about upgrades, you know, cellular changes. Temple kind of reminds me of the temple path too. And then I have the box. Oh wow, Taurus, this is a cryptic. This is cryptic. This is one of those readings that I'm like, oh gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna have to pull some more cards. I'm gonna pull from them. I've got to figure out what's going on. Why is this box here? Because the box is here, but we have to. Normally when the box is here, we're trying to figure out ways to get outside of the box. There's that energy of another person or a soul who's meant to create something with you, but it has no name. So like I said, this hasn't, for the people drawn to this reading, this has not come into fruition yet. But when it does, it's something very powerful. Alchemical wedding. Oh, and your great work. So the alchemical wedding can be what's happening here in this winter energy, and with the temple and within yourself. It's everything meeting balance. You can think of Carl Jung in the alchemical wedding that he wrote about, you know, where it's the bride getting ready for the groom, but it's like within yourself, the masculine, feminine energies coming together. And I have the glass card on the bottom, which is about your focus. We have all of this tied in to the great work. The only thing that's throwing me for a little bit of a loop is the box. So when this energy comes together within your body, it will reflect it on the outside and probably pull in this connection that represents the wholeness of you in another person, a person with a significant soul connection or tie to you. When the glass card comes out, I would say it's telling you to keep your focus at this time. Keeping your focus on apparently your body, what your own personal changes. You're even like your own psychology here. Something about your psychology. And then the reddening card, which the reddening card is energy that has always been present, but now it's kind of coming forth. Like it's you feel this energy, or you feel, so this to me, this can kind of represent coming out of the winter energy and feeling it within your body. You may be feeling it as excitement, or even at times agitation, because things are changing within you. And so interesting, the great work card has these 3 roses here. The great work is essentially what the soul came here to do. It is the whole divine plan, you know. So it is the whole thing, right? But you see this blue rose here, it ties in to the blue rose that is talking about a connection that's coming in for the purpose of creating something like a new spiritual experience here for you. Something that has no name, has no label as of right yet. So it's important to the great work for whatever this is to come in for you. A new aspect of yourself. Maybe that's to be revealed here. We'll leave that on the bottom there. You see everything? Yeah. Alright, I want to know specifically why the box is here. Because the reddening card can be a card of like feeling a little agitated or frustrated, which I would usually get with the box. Okay, so we're wanting to break free from the box energy, I'm pretty sure. And go into a new chapter, whatever that might mean. The world card can mean that we're wanting to travel on this next experience. We're wanting to experience something completely different. There is a completion. There's a completion. Like box it up. There's a completion. Something ready to be boxed up and said, lesson learned. This chapter's done. There's something like that. The world card showing up. The end of the tarot. So you've already been through. I would say you've already been through ending the death. The death card energy, all of that stuff, all of the emotions. You've gone through the whole tarot deck, basically, and you're ready for the world. But there's this box. Is it a feeling of being boxed in? But see, this is indicating that there's a lot of changes that are going on the inside, and that is what must change first before the outside changes, right? It's always something within us that is the reason as to why things are being projected in the way that they are, or the way that we are experiencing things. So when we're trying really hard to adjust or fix everything on the outside, usually we'll come to a point with awakening and awareness of where realizing, okay, this is about an internal thing. This is about something within me. So I'm seeing this as like work that's been done. That's part of your great work. Your focus here is on that work within yourself, is what I feel like you are. I feel like you're a highly spiritual human being. And there's major changes. And so it's kind of like, okay, now I'm ready to be outside of the box. I'm ready to come out of this winter energy. Ready for the new experience. Where is the new pearl? Where is the new experience? I'm ready for it. That's the message that keeps coming through. This is a whole new you, a whole new self, a whole new piece of an identity, in a sense, like a new part of you emerging. It's a new part of you creating, too, if you think about it. Pentacle on the bottom. 4 of Wands. Wow. So I have the High Priestess and the 4 of Wands. That is the card that represents like the wedding card. In tarot, it can represent a wedding. The reason why is because it's talking about the combination of like the Ace of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. It all brings together focus, alignment, new partnerships and alliances, or ones that you have formed. I'm not going to rule that out, but this seems to be like a new path that's opening up that has potential to hold a lot of like good times and celebration on this path. A feeling of homecoming, like this is the path I'm supposed to be on. This is different than the box. This is something that's to be celebrated. These can represent big things coming together in our life. 1111, path, purpose, a move. And the High Priestess, like she's holding this code in her hand. She's holding this code. The High Priestess has figured out some sort of code to this simulation, this matrix. The High Priestess has something figured out, and it's probably all of the internal work that the High Priestess has done, and that they're kind of known for in the tarot. You know, they know secrets, right? They know secrets to things, to success. They know secrets to living, experiencing, groundedness. Like the High Priestess probably knows secrets about everything here, but one thing she's really good at, it's a man or woman, by the way, I'm just looking at the card. She's good at intuitively kind of knowing that something next is really big and it's coming up, because she's very aware of all the work that she's already done within herself. This is an extremely feeling energy that I'm picking up on, like a clairsentient vibe of you feeling this next chapter before it's here. Possibly that winter card, it does mean a lot of things here, actually, like the time period, the stillness, the inner work to me. But it also can represent a period of time where the High Priestess always knew that something like this was coming, but it's been a while for this manifestation to actually materialize here in the 3D. And I think that could be the, like, timing, represent timing, something coming kind of slow. Tell me more about what the High Priestess knows. The Ace of Pentacles. So the High Priestess knows that there's an opportunity coming. On that, by the way, this is Todd Alcott's Sci-Fi Tarot. On the top of it, it says it came from nowhere and it changed everything. The Ace of Pentacles is a big financial opportunity, stability, safety. I mean, it has the potential of big payout if you want to go down this path, right? It can be involved in this thing that is like a creative project that's yet to be created. But the High Priestess knows that this opportunity is going to come from nowhere. But it's not, though, is it? She picked up on it a long time ago. Why is the Focus card out here with glass? Could be also somebody watching you. I always feel like somebody's watching me. 10 of Pentacles. And I have no privacy. Oh. Alright, 10 of Pentacles. The ideal family, says. And then it says human cloning. But, it is Sci-Fi Tarot. Glass. Your focus right now, your intent, is probably to get your 10 of Pentacles. I mean, this has a family on the cover of, like, what looks to be, like, Time magazine, right? It's a big deal. This family is very well established. This is talking about your connections, but it's talking about the wealth that you will be able to grow. It's talking about it lasting. And that your focus is going to get you this. It's also about generational wealth and legacy, being able to pass down. And that, I mean, really, that's what we can all hope for, is that, well, maybe not everybody, okay, maybe not everybody's goal, but it would be nice, I feel like, to be able to pass something down to the people that come after you, right? So, yeah, I mean, this everybody's taken care of, and your focus is bringing this. So that's why they want you to keep on staying focused. Devil is on the bottom. I have a feeling that this focus, okay, yeah, well, yeah, I think I'm going to read it more as like strategy and planning, for earthly things. And we just have to watch out so that maybe fears, addictions, vices don't get in the way of us achieving our goals or take away from our focus. But I think it's more so talking about the positive aspects of this card, which is about the material realm. This is having it all. And this is tied to your great work. Tell me how the blue rose is tied into all of this. The Eight of Pentacles. It definitely has to do with your work. It has to do with your work. It has to do with a skill that you already have mastery over. Gaining mastery. So the blue rose is this new spiritual experience, and it may be a new way to apply the skills that you already have. Like, keep your focus on your work and those things that keep you busy every day when you see this card. Because if you're wanting the 10 of Pentacles, because it looks like it's going to add to that, or amount to that. Tower's coming in, but I think this is like a good tower here. It's on the bottom. Pretty good cards, actually, that are coming out. Let's just pull from this 108 deck. Oh, an 8-8 on the cut. It's time in the well. Looking for things that have deeper meaning to them. Looking for things that fulfill you more emotionally. An 8-8. Wealth. Achievements. That is your work. That is the great work. That's the work card. Your work. Your work. 7-7. It's time to be bold and brave and a champion of a spiritual challenge or struggle that you've been on. But it's now it's coming to this point where you have to really examine where you're at and where you want to be, because you have the forked road coming up with the eyeglasses. We have this eyeglasses, maybe even a message to get your vision checked out if that's something you've been having issues with, just because if it's coming out twice like that, I feel like I should say it. No, but mainly this is about you seeing clearly the options or reviewing, taking a closer look. Maybe there's a contract coming in or something like that where you'll have to look at the fine print. But to me, this person's really analyzing, with the forked road, they're analyzing their options. And it does say direction change, options, free will, choice. Like, you don't have to be in the box because something's already come to a completion, right? So possibilities, turning point, a change in circumstances here. Truth. Your justice, your truth. Due process. 717. And I have heard tons of jets today. Let me just tell you that there's been jets. I don't know. I thought I heard around 7 or 8 today. It woke me up, made me feel like I was in wartime. It was very loud. So it could have something to do for your reading too, that something's going to take off. Be more powerful than you really even knew. Yeah. 7178. Wheel of karma, dharma, destined, inevitable, cause and effect, divine intervention, luck, fortune, which is 10 of Pentacles, rise and fall. This is talking about the wheel turning now, and it's time. I think you'll have new friends coming in, or new acquaintances coming in. You can have love coming into. So that mystical sister can be people, but there's a 1 and a 3. It's 13. So there's definitely some friendships or some even romantic relationships that are going out, or that are having that have already had some sort of completion. And there's other ones coming into that are like part of your soul tribe, like the mystical sister card. So Roses says love, romance, appreciation, enchanted and yearning, infatuated. Roses. Another 7. 777. The white rabbit, spark of curiosity, gnosis, spiritual awakening. It's time. Heeding the call. Tell me about heeding the call. You know what? Happening soon. Oh, and they're saying yes, absolutely. Arms wide open. The universe is wanting to tell you something is right on track at this time for you to have this choice or option or different, taking a different route. I mean, I feel like that's what you might be wanting. It leads outside of the box. So the answer is yes, and the rainbow is a promise of future happiness, and they're saying that this is happening soon. This choice, this big decision point is happening soon. Let's use the tea leaves. Let's just see what the tea leaves want to say. Unsuccessful plans. Unsuccessful plans. Not. That's what I've said about there's some sort of relationship or heart. Okay, yeah. So there's some sort of like either a relationship or situation going out of our lives, and it was not the easiest to experience, but ultimately there's all of this change that has happened on the inside. Maybe because something didn't work out, it made us a little upset, but there's all this change happening on the inside that is bringing in something, I feel like, better. It's a wedding bell announcement. The tiger, doing something risky and taking a chance. Tell me more. I have sorrow over a loss, and I think that that has to do with the unsuccessful plans from the relationship that didn't work out, or the job that didn't work out, for an experience that was hard. The elephant, and it's usually a really good card about kind of busting through your obstacles, getting through things. So whatever loss or sadness of whatever didn't work out, the elephant is here to say, like, a long journey, physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end, but also kind of brings in that good luck and getting through things. Yeah, they bust through obstacles, and this says obstacles to overcome. You will be stepping into a new experience with the leg. Bird flying, news is on the way. Egg, success is assured with good plans and hard work. Whoa. And flowers, which is like that yes card, happiness. What's the new experience? Great and good fortune. 4-leaf clover is your new experience. And new friends. So the dogs card is getting together with friends. So maybe a very important get together or something like that coming up. Yeah, we have friends, lots of friends. Another dog card. We have dogs and dog protection from a powerful friend. I get that as kind of like an emperor energy, a very powerful friend indeed. Somebody that's kind of, this is somebody that's supposed to help you get through this transition. After something comes down with that tower, but you've already, like I say, you've already been through the steps of the tarot here and ready for the new chapter. I think friends are going to help you, or there's going to be people that are sent your way to help you with some sort of transition into what looks like to be a very a much happier experience coming up. Finding like a new part of yourself here too. Most importantly, because it's bringing the new part of yourself is what's bringing the new things around you. So I have 999 and I have 111 for your angel numbers. 999 says thank the past for the lessons and leave it where it belongs, so you can make the best of a life that is waiting to be fulfilled by only you. I am unique. And 111, angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor so you can co-create with the universe a life you love. I am creative. And that's what I have for you. I'm sending you much love. Bye.